afternoon. Welcome back to Robert's Wrestling Talk. I am still here with the guys from the Two Marks crew. You guys still doing good?
Doing great.
I had a lot of fun on the last episode. Let's do it again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So for this video, we're actually going to be talking the general managers. Now, in our last video, we kind of talked about Daniel Bryan and if WWE cleared him to wrestle, if it was a smart thing for him to return to the ring. So we're going to kind of play with that. And this Sunday at WrestleMania, he has a match, and it's supposed to be a tag match against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, to where if Sami and Kevin win, they get their jobs back. Now, on the flip side, Kurt Angle is in a tag match, but his is mixed tag, or he's tagging with Ronda Rousey to face the authority of Stephanie McMahon and Triple H. So we'll start with Everett on this one. Who do you think is more likely to be fired maybe as GM, or who do you think is more likely to step down as general manager first? Do you think it's going to be Kurt Angle, or do you think it's going to be Daniel Bryan?
Oh, Daniel Bryan, of course. Daniel Bryan, he's gonna. I'm not gonna say he's gonna do it on his own. Maybe he will, but I feel like there's gonna be something between that match between him and Shane versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I feel like something's gonna be in between Shane and Daniel Bryan, that when we see on Tuesday, the following night, something's going to happen where Daniel Bryan says, you know what, I quit. I don't want to be general manager no more. I want to get in the ring. It might be something like that happens at WrestleMania. As far as Kurt Angle, I see them picking. I mean, here's my prediction, but yeah, it's just I see them winning. I just see them winning. But it'll be Daniel Bryan to say, hey, you know what? I don't want to do this job anymore. I want to wrestle.
Okay, so you're thinking Kurt Angle will remain on as GM, and it will be Daniel Bryan who will quit?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, what's your thoughts on the situation, Duane?
I don't know. I don't know. All disrespect. I mean, no disrespect to Everett. I think we're gonna see Kurt Angle stay as the. See, here's the thing, because I'm looking at this from a fan standpoint and also from a creative standpoint. Daniel Bryan, like we had said on the last episode, a limited schedule. So if you think about it, he could pull a Shane McMahon where he's wrestling from time to time, but he's still the general manager. Oh, don't shake your head at me, Everett.
Oh, no. Daniel Bryan's getting back in the ring, man. He's getting back in the ring.
Oh, he's going back in the ring, but I think what he's going to do is be like, okay, like how Shane did, or like how Vince did back when he could actually do it, or like how Triple H does it. He's got his authority figure, and then he's occasionally in the ring. I think we have a higher chance of seeing Kurt Angle getting fired than Daniel Bryan stepping down, because there's a rumor going around that gosh, I'm having a brain fart. No, I'm sorry. There's a rumor going around that Hulk Hogan's going to return, and he's going to play as a GM position.
Yeah, seen that.
And I think Hulk Hogan would be a better. Except the thing is like, would he be a better replacement for Kurt, or would he be a better replacement for Daniel? I think he would be more of a replacement for Kurt, because, like I said, the whole part, limited schedule of wrestling. They still want to keep Daniel on camera, so keep him as a GM. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm actually more of the opinion that it would be Daniel Bryan who would be replaced as GM over Kurt Angle. Although they could replace both GMs, but I think that would be a bit overkill to do that, replace both of them at the same time. I'm thinking it's more likely it's Daniel Bryan who's going to step down as general manager, just for the simple fact he's been cleared to wrestle again. So I don't think he really wants to continue in the GM role if he is able to compete. Now, I mean, with him having limited wrestling schedule, he could theoretically stay on as GM and wrestle too, but I think his heart is more into wrestling than it is being a general manager. And just like with the promo he cut this last week about how he has to go to all these meetings and stuff like that, and he's tired of going to meetings, I would say it's more likely that Daniel Bryan would be the one to step down. Now, Kurt Angle could theoretically get fired because of the match and like maybe him and Ronda beating Triple H and Stephanie, and maybe they fire him because they're upset they lost at Mania. So I could see it as a possibility, but I would say it's more likely that Daniel Bryan steps down as GM versus Kurt Angle, leaving the GM position. But that's all I think we're going to talk about this video. Stay tuned, guys. All week long, have some great videos coming out. Just to remind our listener, our viewers, where can they find you on Twitter, and also where can they find the Two Marks Crew show that you guys do every week?
Well, you can follow us on Twitter at Two Marks Crew, and on YouTube you can just find us, search for the Two Mark Crew, and that's pretty much it.
Okay, Everett, where can they find you on social media?
You can find me on Twitter, man. The best one is all. The great _12, man. Mr. Smack Talk.
Misters.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to that. You can find me on Twitter at Robert Ray Jr., my podcast, the Power Pro Wrestling Podcast. You can follow us on Twitter at PPWP Podcast. You can listen to the show, shoutengine.com/the Power Pro Wrestling. You can subscribe to iTunes, Google Play, just pretty much anywhere you listen to podcasts, and just check out the show, and also check out your guys' show. I love the Two Marks Crew show. I love what you guys do, so definitely want to listen. Our next video, we're going to kind of continue with the whole Daniel Bryan situation, and our next video is going to be who's going to be a bigger surprise tag partner. Is it going to be Braun Strowman, or is it going to be Daniel Bryan? So, I mean, we'll just have to wait and find out. So stay tuned, guys, for our next video all week long to the Robert's Wrestling Talk.